He forged cancer documents to prove he was dying. She spread a rape rumor about her best friend. And another housewife lied about having a boyfriend for an entire season. These Real Housewives lied about everything. And what I'm about to reveal will shock you. Let's start with the biggest lie in Real Housewives history. Brooks Ayers and the cancer diagnosis that never was. Season 10 of Real Housewives of Orange County, 2015. Vicki Gunvalson's on-again, off-again boyfriend, Brooks Ayers, announces he has stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The entire season revolves around his supposed battle with cancer. But Vicki's castmates don't buy it. Tamra Judge is suspicious. Meghan King investigates. Shannon Beador questions everything. And they're right to be skeptical. Brooks claims he's receiving treatment at City of Hope Medical Center. He talks about chemotherapy. He describes his symptoms in graphic detail. He gives emotional interviews about facing his mortality, but when Meghan King calls the doctor Brooks claims is treating him, the doctor says he's never heard of Brooks Ayers. In September 2015, Brooks sits down with E! News to set the record straight. He brings documentation, hospital bills, treatment records, proof that he has cancer and is being treated at City of Hope. Except E! News investigates further. They contact City of Hope directly, and the hospital spokesperson delivers devastating news. Brooks Ayers was never a patient at City of Hope. The documents were fake, forged, fabricated. In November 2015, Brooks finally admits the truth in a statement to E! News. Words cannot express the deep regret that I have in fabricating documents to prove to the world that I, in fact, have cancer. What I did was wrong and inexcusable. I acted alone without Vicki's knowledge to produce documents for a reality TV show in hopes of putting doubts about my cancer to rest. But here's where it gets messy. Brooks still claims he had cancer. He just admits to faking the documents because he wanted to keep his actual medical details private. Nobody believes him. The City of Hope never treated him. He has no real proof. And he admitted to forging hospital records. To this day, Brooks maintains he had cancer but faked the paperwork. Vicki insists she had no idea he was lying. Her castmates believe she was in on the scam. The lie destroyed Vicki's relationships with her co-stars. It dominated an entire season of Archok, and it remains one of the most shocking scandals in Bravo history. Faking cancer for a storyline? That's not just lying, that's vile. Now let's talk about a lie so disgusting, so career-ending, that it got Phaedra Parks fired after 7 seasons. Throughout Season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, a horrifying rumor circulated. Kandi Burruss and her husband Todd Tucker allegedly wanted to drug and sexually assault Porsha Williams. The accusation was devastating. Kandi was in tears. The other women were shocked, and nobody knew where the rumor started. Porsha claimed she heard it somewhere, but refused to name her source. For months, the lie hung over the entire cast, and then came the Season 9 reunion in April 2017. Andy Cohen pressed Porsha. "Who told you this?" Porsha finally broke. "Phaedra." The room erupted. Kandi couldn't believe it. Phaedra sat there, cornered, unable to defend herself. Phaedra Parks, the attorney, the Southern Belle, the woman who preached morals and values, had completely fabricated a story that Kandi wanted to rape Porsha. Andy Cohen later told E! News, "The question that we look at now with Phaedra is, when the reunion ended, none of the other women wanted to have anything to do with her. So that's what you have to look at. How do you shoot a show about a group of friends when no one is speaking to one of the friends?" Phaedra was fired immediately after the reunion. None of her castmates would film with her. Her reputation was destroyed. Her friendships were over. For years, Phaedra was blacklisted from Bravo. She disappeared from the franchise entirely. It wasn't until 2024 that she returned to Married to Medicine, and eventually Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 16. But the damage was done. Phaedra's legacy is forever tainted by the lie that she spread a rape rumor about her own best friend for a storyline. Kenya Moore joined Real Housewives of Atlanta and immediately positioned herself as the glamorous former Miss USA with a perfect life. In Season 5, she introduced viewers to her boyfriend, Walter Jackson. They seemed happy. Kenya gushed about their relationship on camera. She talked about their future together. But her castmates were suspicious. Something felt off. Walter seemed uncomfortable on camera. He avoided PDA. He barely interacted with Kenya at events. And then Walter dropped a bombshell. In a 2012 interview with Atlanta's V103 radio station, Walter revealed the truth. "What if you play my boyfriend on the show?" is what Kenya asked him. Let me repeat that. Kenya asked Walter to pretend to be her boyfriend for the cameras. Walter explained they dated briefly years earlier, but had no contact before Kenya reached out asking him to play her boyfriend on RHOA. "I'm laid back. They did a great job. I'm not here to bash the show. It was our secret," Walter said. Kenya denied everything. She told 2Fab, "Walter's recent statements are completely false." But Walter's story never changed. According to Life and Style, he's now married with a family, and he maintains that Kenya asked him to fake their relationship for the show. Kenya has a pattern of this. Her subsequent relationships have also been questioned by castmates. Her marriage to Mark Daly ended in divorce. Her dating life continues to be scrutinized. But that first boyfriend? Completely fake, staged for the cameras, a lie that lasted an entire season. Melissa Gorga has been accused of creating fake storylines so many times that it's become a running joke among RHO and J fans. But Season 9's long-lost sister storyline was particularly annoying. Melissa revealed on camera that she might have a secret half-sister. She talked about her late father's infidelities. She discussed the possibility that he had another daughter out there. The entire storyline was built around Melissa's search for this mystery sibling. Emotional confessionals, tearful conversations, investigation efforts, and then nothing. No sister was ever found. The storyline just disappeared. Fans were furious. It was obvious the whole thing was manufactured for airtime. Melissa wanted a storyline that didn't involve her feud with Teresa Giudice, so she invented a long-lost sister. The lie was irritating because it was so transparent. Nobody believed Melissa was genuinely searching for a sister. It was clearly a producer-driven storyline designed to give her something to film. And when no sister materialized, Melissa just moved on to the next manufactured drama, Lisa Vanderpump. Season 9 of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills revolved around Puppygate. And it was exhausting. Here's what happened. Dorrit Kemsley adopted a dog from Vanderpump Dogs, Lisa's rescue center. The dog bit one of Dorrit's children. Dorrit gave the dog to a new owner, who then surrendered it to a kill shelter. Lisa was appalled. Her employee told Kyle Richards and Teddy Mellencamp about the situation, and the drama exploded. But here's the problem. Teddy later revealed that she and Lisa's employee planned the on-camera encounter. It was a setup designed to expose Dorrit. The women accused Lisa of orchestrating the entire thing to make Dorrit look bad and leak the story to the tabloids. Lisa denied everything. She claimed she had no idea the encounter was planned. She insisted she didn't leak anything to the press. But during one conversation, Lisa was caught in a lie. She told Kyle she didn't know Teddy was involved in the plan. Then, when reminded that she'd texted Dorrit warning her about Teddy's involvement, Lisa backtracked and claimed she did know. She contradicted herself on camera. She was caught lying. Lisa left Robe midway through Season 9. She skipped the reunion. She never returned. Her exit was framed as her choice, but fans knew the truth. Lisa couldn't face the accusations. She couldn't defend herself against the evidence that she'd lied and manipulated the entire Puppygate storyline. The woman who'd been the queen of Beverly Hills for 9 seasons left in disgrace. Here's something rare in Real Housewives, a cast member admitting they faked a storyline. Carol Radziwill appeared on Jenny McCarthy's radio show in 2019 and dropped a bombshell about her friendship with Tinsley Mortimer on Roni. "Tinsley and I weren't really clicking," Carol admitted. "We were on the show together. No one wanted to film with her that much. I had fixed her up with this guy I knew, so it was an easy way to do scenes together." Translation: Carol faked a friendship with Tinsley because nobody else wanted to film with her. And Carol needed scenes. Carol had previously hinted at this during her final reunion, but the Jenny McCarthy interview was the first time she went into detail about how production encouraged the fake friendship. It's refreshing honesty, but also damning, because it confirms what fans have always suspected. Many housewife friendships are manufactured for the cameras. They're not real. They're just convenient ways to create storylines. Carol's admission pulled back the curtain on how fake reality TV really is. Aviva Drescher. One of the most iconic moments in Roni history, Aviva Drescher throwing her prosthetic leg across a restaurant. Season 6, the season-ending dinner. Aviva becomes irate during an argument and unstraps her prosthetic leg. She throws it across the room. It was shocking. Viewers couldn't believe what they'd just witnessed. But years later, Aviva admitted the truth to E! News. She did it to secure her spot on the next season. I claims to have done it in order to secure her spot on the upcoming season of the show. E! News reported, the whole thing was calculated. Aviva knew she needed a big moment to guarantee she'd be asked back, so she threw her leg on camera. It worked in the short term. The moment went viral. It became one of the most talked about scenes in franchise history. But Aviva was not asked back for season 7. Her manipulation backfired, and now everyone knows one of Roni's most memorable moments was completely staged. Real Housewives has always blurred the lines between reality and fiction. We know scenes are reshot, we know dinners are scheduled by producers. We know introductions are scripted. But these lies, they're in a different category. Brooks Ayers forged medical documents to prove he had cancer. He admits the documents were fake, but still claims he was sick. Nobody believes him. Phaedra Parks spread a rape rumor about her best friend Candy Burris. She was fired and blacklisted for years. Her reputation will never recover. Kenya Moore asked Walter Jackson to fake being her boyfriend for an entire season. He exposed her on radio. She denied it. But his story never changed. Melissa Gorga created a fake, long-lost sister storyline that went nowhere. Fans saw through it immediately. It was transparent and manipulative. Lisa Vanderpump orchestrated Puppygate, got caught lying about her involvement, and quit the show rather than face the reunion. Carol Radziwill admitted she faked a friendship with Tinsley Mortimer because nobody wanted to film with Tinsley and Carol needed scenes. Aviva Drescher threw her prosthetic leg to guarantee she'd be asked back for another season. She admitted it was calculated, and she still got fired. These aren't little white lies. These aren't exaggerations. These are elaborate deceptions designed to manipulate viewers, create storylines, and secure paychecks. And the worst part? Bravo rewards it. Brooks' fake cancer dominated an entire season. Phaedra's rape rumor created reunion drama. Kenya's fake boyfriend gave her airtime. The liars get what they want, at least temporarily, but the consequences are real. Phaedra lost her job. Lisa left in disgrace. Brooks' reputation is destroyed. Kenya's relationships are forever questioned. The Real Housewives franchise has a lying problem, and as long as lies generate ratings, Bravo will keep rewarding the housewives who fabricate, manipulate, and deceive. So the next time you watch a housewife cry about her problems or celebrate a relationship milestone, ask yourself, is this real? Or is this just another lie designed for the cameras? Because more often than not, it's the latter. Which housewife lie shocked you the most? Are there other major liars we missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into the darkest secrets of reality TV, smash that subscribe button. Because trust me, there are so many more lies to expose. This was the real story of the housewives who lied about everything. And it's worse than anyone wants to admit.